I'm going to throw myself off that bridge. Like, enough. Hi fairies, welcome back to my channel. My name is Fifi and today I am going to be doing my first ever reading vlog. Today we are going to be tackling Emily Henry books specifically. I have decided to do a bit of an Emily Henry readathon, and that's going to be like a 24-hour readathon. I know for a fact I cannot do like 24 hours straight of reading, so I'm going to see if I can divide it, maybe like 12 hours here and 12 hours there, maybe 12 hours today, 12 hours tomorrow. I don't know. I think that's going to be the case, but I do want to read as many Emily Henry books as I can. I have read 2 books by Emily Henry, and the first one, Book Lovers, I read last year, and by last year I wasn't really doing ratings or anything like that, so I guess today if I were to rate it I would say maybe a 4. Probably. It wasn't a very memorable book because I was trying to think of what even happened in the book and the premise of the book, and I couldn't really remember much. I had to go and check a summary on Google. It was a good book, I think. I just didn't care for it as much. And then this year, ending of August to September, beginning of September, I read Beach Read, and a lot of people say that's your favorite Emily Henry book, blah blah blah. I liked it, I enjoyed it, but it was just like it was a 4-star for me. But I truly feel like I could really be an Emily Henry stan if I truly like just gave her books a full-on like a readathon like this and just immerse myself in her worlds and in her books and her writing, all of that. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to see how many Emily Henry books I can read in this 24-hour period, actually 12-hour period. But yeah, we're going to start. The book I am currently reading is Happy Place, and I actually started this book like 3 weeks ago, but I stopped 2 chapters in because I was not really in a romance mood. You know, I was more in a romantasy type mood. I didn't really want like a straight up romance or even a contemporary romance, because yeah, Emily Henry books are more contemporary romance than just actual romance, but I just was not feeling that vibe. I wanted a little bit more pizzazz, and that was something I could only find in the romantasy space. So I've gotten my fix. I've read quite a lot of romantasy books, and I think I'm finally in a place where I can pick up this book and other Emily Henry books again and just go for it. So yeah, we're not going to waste any time at all. I'm going to continue reading. By the way, I read on my iPad because it's easier, it's also more affordable. I don't know, but we're going to continue with Happy Place by Emily Henry. Alright guys, I wanted to give you a little bit of an update. It's been just about 2 hours. The timer is currently at 22 hours and 19 minutes, so I've been reading for 1 hour and 41 minutes, and yeah, it's looking good so far. I'm really enjoying the writing. It's not as serious as something like Beach Read, because Beach Read was pretty serious because of the fact that, you know, the girl's dad died and all that, but it's still really good writing. It just has like more fun elements and just like a bit of a quirky vibe to it, and I am enjoying it. I also really like the whole friendship vibes of the book. I love her relationship with her friends and just the entire friend group. I wish I had friends. Period. They just get each other, and their banter, their conversations are so funny and real and just cute. And yeah, really enjoying it. I'm also enjoying the relationship aspect of it all. You know, the book is about this girl and this guy that are in a friendship group, and then they started dating for like 8 years, but then he broke up with her over a phone call, and they haven't really told us why exactly he just broke up with her like that. But you know, she's still reeling from that, and now they have to pretend that they're still together because two of their friends from the friendship group are getting married and they don't want to ruin the vibes. So we have some like interesting tropes like forced proximity and fake dating. The banter is so freaking good. When people say Emily Henry is the queen of banter in books, I really see that, especially in this book. Like, it's very prevalent in this book. The book goes back and forth in the chapters with real time and then, you know, the past where they were getting together and all of that, and it's called like The Happy Place. So yeah, I am enjoying it. Like I said, I don't have too much to say about it right now because I'm just getting into the meat of it all, but it's looking really good. It's actually currently 2 p.m. and I have not eaten anything at all today, so I'm going to take a little bit of a break and eat something, and then we'll get back into it because I'm not about to pass out reading an Emily Henry book. Like, that's not the vibe. The part I was reading and I was like, oh my god. So they're like stuck in a wine cellar of sorts, and obviously they cannot get out, but he's claustrophobic, and the last time that they were in that specific place together, there were some spicy things that happened, and now he's like freaking out because they're not together anymore, obviously, and he's just like, you know, his claustrophobia is hitting in, and she's like, you've been here before, chill out, blah blah blah. And he's like, the last time I had a distraction, which was her. And then she's like, so you still have the same distraction? And he's like, fine, then distract me. And then he says it again, distract me please, Harriet. You don't have to tell me twice. She's honestly stronger than me. That's all I'll say. Last 2 chapters, let's go. Okay, so I took a little bit of time to kind of digest the book and now I have a few thoughts to give. Let me preface this by saying I don't think it will ever be possible for me to rate a romance book, a purely romance book, 5 stars. And yes, this book is not necessarily purely romance, but I think it falls into the category that I am thinking of. I don't think it's possible for me to rate a book like this 5 stars. And while I have never even ever rated any book at all 5 stars to the extent of my knowledge, I just don't think I will eventually find a 5-star book in this space. But I do enjoy reading books like this. I enjoy reading romances, especially contemporary romances that are not necessarily fully about the romance. Like this book had so many other things, you know, surrounding the romance, like the relationship with her friends, with her family, his own family. Like it had so many more intricacies, and I enjoy that a lot. One thing I will say, first of all, that elevated my reading experience when it comes to this book was the playlist I was listening to. I just found this random happy place playlist on Spotify, and those songs almost felt like they were made with this book in mind. At some point I was reading a chapter and Two People by Gracie Abrams was playing, and I was like, wait, is this fucking play about this book? Even when Timeless by Taylor Swift was playing and This Love, like it just felt very much right for this book, and that made my reading experience a lot more enjoyable. Having said that, there are a number of qualms I have with this book. First of all, her writing. I know a lot of people talk about how amazing Emily Henry's writing is, and while I do think she's a great author and writer, I don't think her writing is necessarily my favorite thing ever. Personally, it doesn't resonate with me. She was doing this whole thing where she was going back and forth between using past tense and present tense, and I thought she was just doing it because she was going back and forth with, you know, current day and the past, but she was just doing it at random paragraphs, and sometimes it just did not really feel like it's computed in my brain. It was just confusing me and frustrating me because for no reason she just jumped from present tense into past tense back into present tense. I'm like, what are we even talking about right now? I know obviously that's like an artistic decision and stylistic choice, but I did not enjoy it. It annoyed me. And also, can somebody please tell Emily Henry some other words that she can use in place of says? Like every single conversation, it was always Win says, I say, Sabrina says. I don't know if this is just like a me thing and just a stupid thing to fixate on, but it really annoyed me. I don't know if I'm just being extra picky because I am filming this video, but I did not like that at all. And it was just going on and on and on. I was like, girl, please, enough. And also, I did not necessarily like the romance in this book. Like, I much preferred the friendship dynamics to the actual romance, which is obviously the main plot of the book. It just, I don't know, I can't even really say why exactly, but it just fell a bit flat for me. Like, don't get me wrong, there were definitely some points where I was giggling and kicking my feet and like smiling, all of that, cheesing even, but generally I was just like, maybe there was a reason you guys broke up in the first place. I don't know, like I just did not really feel obsessed with them, you know, the way I should in a book like this. And like I said, there were so many points where I was like, oh my god, this is so cute, and I found their banter so funny. I also loved the banter between the friends. That was, like I said, my favorite part of the book, the friendship aspect. I also did not like the incorporation of spice scenes in this book. I don't know how to put it, but like, it's not like I'm against spice. I love reading spice in books, to be honest, but I just felt like the will I say the pacing or the placing of the spy scenes did not really mesh well with my soul. But regardless of all that, I really did enjoy the book. I thought it was a good book, and if you're into this type of writing, if you like Emily Henry, you will definitely enjoy this. So having said all that, I have decided to give this book a 3.75. And it's so interesting to me that this book is lower than Beach Read, because while I loved Beach Read, I did not feel like it was my favorite thing in the world, and I felt like any other Emily Henry book I would read would be better than it. So it's a little bit surprising to me that this book is lower than Beach Read, and I'm like conflicted now. Like, I started this video with the mindset that I am going to fall in love with Emily Henry over the course of this video, and now it feels like I just feel deterred, and I just feel like I feel a little bit turned off. I don't even know if I want to read another book by her right now. I truly just want to pick up a fantasy, a romantasy, and just, you know, but obviously for the sake of this video, I will carry on. So yeah, I decided the next book by her that I will read is People We Meet on Vacation. That book has been talked about for a while now. Like, its virality has come and almost even gone. So I really hope that this is the book where I not even fall in love with Emily Henry, because I have kind of lost a little bit of hope in that aspect. But this book makes me actually want to continue reading Emily Henry books, because I feel like if I don't like this book the way that I want to, I don't think I'm going to pick up another Emily Henry book. It annoys me because I really wanted to like Emily Henry. Like, a lot of my favorite booktubers talk so highly about her, and a lot of people in general have just been talking and speaking highly of her for a very long time now, and I wanted to be in on that, but I don't know, that might not be the case, guys. But yeah, I'm going to get into the book. It's currently 12 a.m. and I think I'm going to try and pull a little bit of an all-nighter, because I still have like how many hours? 16 hours and 32 minutes, and I don't want to carry those 16 hours into tomorrow. So I'm going to read as much as I can this night and see how much I have left to continue tomorrow. Guys, it is the next day. We actually were into the next day. It's like 3 p.m. and last time I saw you, I said I was going to try and stay up all night and read People We Meet on Vacation, and yeah, guess what happened? I started the prologue and immediately fell asleep, like fell into a deep slumber. And then I woke up this morning and did not at all feel like reading that book. I think the problem that I'm having with Emily Henry books, one of the problems that I'm having, is that most of her books rely very heavily on the whole summer aesthetic, and personally I'm not a huge summer fan. I love the vibes of summer, and I love, you know, the pop culture moments and things that are created during the summer. But I just don't love summer. I much prefer spring, and I very much prefer fall winter vibes, and that's why I think I'm having a bit of a harder time connecting to these books, because they really rely on the whole summer vacation aesthetic, and I just can't right now. So I ended up putting that book aside and starting Funny Story, which is also somewhat of a summer vibe, but it doesn't rely heavily on the aesthetic. It's more of an ending of spring to beginning of summer, so it's not too like intense. It's not too, oh my god, it's summer, like the breeze and the fresh. I can't right now. Okay, I have already made it halfway into the book. I've been reading since morning, and yeah, I will say that I'm enjoying this book more than I enjoyed Happy Place, and obviously more than I was enjoying or even getting into People We Meet on Vacation. This book obviously was released this year, and Happy Place was released like I think 2022, I don't know, and obviously she has had some time to grow. You can really feel and see the growth in this book. The book is about two people, Daphne and Miles, and Daphne was dating and about to get married to Peter, while Miles was dating Petra, and Peter and Petra were best friends. Okay, Petra is Peter's girl best friend. And then at Peter's bachelor party, which for some reason Petra was invited to, she confessed her love for him, and then they ended up leaving both their partners for each other. And then Daphne did not have anywhere to stay, so she called Miles up, who she had only met once by the way, and said, can I move in with you until I like gather myself, stuff like that. And now they live together, and obviously Lost is brewing. And yeah, it's a bit of a stupid story if I'm being honest. I truly feel like for the first time I'm actually connecting with her characters, and even so much relating to her female character especially, because the few Emily Henry books that I have read, I felt like the female characters were not that relatable. Like she was trying hard to make them relatable, but it just felt a bit forced, and I just wasn't feeling any sort of connection to them. But I feel a bit of connection with Daphne as well as Miles, and their chemistry I feel is really good. Their banter is funny. I do think she's really great at banter. And Henry, she's amazing at banter and dialogues, but I feel like her plots and her writing hinders her. That being said, I am in chapter 14. I'm almost halfway through the book and I'm quite enjoying it. So I'm just going to continue with that. I have 11 hours left, and it's just, oh my god, this is taking so long. Like I did not realize how long 24 hours actually is until now. And I think it's just because I don't really want to read these books. Like I started this video excited, feeling like I was going to fall in love with Emily Henry and her books, and now it honestly just feels like a chore. And I unfortunately cannot read any other book that I actually want to read because I need to finish this video. I'm going to keep on reading. Probably if I end up finishing the book before the timer runs out, I'm going to try People We Meet on Vacation again. And yeah, I don't really have much else to say. I'm just going to keep trucking. I really love his sister. Like she's so funny, and I kind of fuck with her. It's actually about to start raining. I hear that. Hi guys, please ignore how I look right now. It's 5 a.m. and I finished Funny Story, and then I picked up People We Meet on Vacation again, and I'm like 20%. Can you see this? Okay, well, I'm 20% through the book, and yeah, I only have like 3 hours and 36 minutes left for the timer, and yeah, I'm going to sleep right now because I just can't. And then tomorrow when I wake up, I will finish People We Meet on Vacation. Hopefully I can finish it within those 3 hours, because I don't know, I would love to give my thoughts. But yeah, I will give my thoughts about Funny Story and then People We Meet on Vacation tomorrow. So see you then. Hi y'all, it's the next day and I have 35 minutes left, but I am 82% done with People We Meet on Vacation. So I'm going to see if I can quickly finish it up within these 35 minutes. I'm just going to read really fast because I'm honestly already over it. I hate epilogues, bro. Why are they so annoying and so like, there's no way you just ended up living happily ever after? Like, fuck off. Well, I'm done. So guys, I started this video on Thursday and now it is Saturday. It's actually 12 p.m. like on the dot right now, and I'm finally done. I was able to finish People We Meet on Vacation. Like, I honestly just skimmed and ran through it within the time that I had left. And yeah, I have a few things to say about all the books that we read in this video, starting with Happy Place. Honestly, I don't have too much to say anymore about Happy Place because I gave a little bit of a rant. I just will say I don't feel like those people had any chemistry at all. Like, it felt like they broke up for a reason and probably should have stayed broken up. And I understand that Win is somebody that likes to self-deprecate, and I feel that a lot. Like, obviously a lot of people do that, but then he would say something and then she would take it 2 steps further. Like, there was this part where he said, wait, let me look for it. He said, I like how you talk to me like you expect me to understand what you're saying. And then she said, I don't like how you always downplay your own intelligence. And then he said, I don't. Then she said, you do. And not knowing something doesn't make a person stupid. He never said he was stupid. Like, you just actually called him stupid, because all he said was that I like how you think I understand what you're saying, and now you've just called him stupid. Hello. Like, and she did that like multiple times in this book. She would just put words into his mouth and I'm like, girl, what is your problem? And yeah, I just did not feel the chemistry between them, to be honest. This book just didn't do it for me, unfortunately. I did end up giving it a 3.75 stars because I enjoyed it a lot in different moments, but it just wasn't that good. Okay, then we have Funny Story, which I didn't talk too much about this book. When I first started it, I was like, oh, I'm enjoying this. I think this is better than Happy Place. This book went so downhill, like, you have no idea. I was so confused. They did not have any actual chemistry, in my opinion. They did not have any actual chemistry. So these people, they are obviously trying to make their exes jealous, and then they started fake dating a little bit, and obviously they were falling in love because there was also this first proximity thing. They were living together, so they were falling in love, but it did not feel like they were falling in love. It just felt like they were becoming good friends that found each other hot. Like, it was so sexual at the most random moments. I'm like, what is happening? Like, how did we get here? Like, they will be talking about something deep, and all of a sudden it has turned into something sexual, and all of a sudden she's talking about how he's hard, and how, like, calm down. I think Emily Henry is really good at banter, like everybody says, but the banter always comes off as like friendship vibes. Like, it gives friends that know how to go back and forth with each other. It doesn't give romantic banter. Then for her to now make it romantic, in a bid to make it romantic, and in that kind of way, she inputs sexual things and just unnecessarily stupid things. And I'm like, what are you even talking about? What are we doing right now? He honestly also felt like Miles was still in love with his ex. Like, he just got with Daphne because Henry wrote it, but in reality, he was still in love with his ex and still wanted his ex. Because what are you talking about? What do you mean you left me to go and help her move up? Like, what? And then Henry was trying to force me to like Miles by portraying him as this very likable, lovable character that everybody loves, blah blah blah. And like, he was honestly just bland. So I'm like, what? Why are you forcing him onto me like this? Why do you want him to be the book boyfriend of my dreams so bad? Like, he's not even, like, he's not that. So why does every single male main character in the Emily Henry cinematic universe smell like wood, spicy wood? And like, it's becoming a bit repetitive, my babe. All the side characters just felt not like, they did not have any like thing that I could hold on to. Do you get me? Like, they just felt very surface level. She tried so hard, I said this before, she tries so hard to make her characters relatable and deep, but then it doesn't land. It just falls flat. Like, it doesn't make sense, and she doesn't incorporate it well enough. And for somebody that is a well-renowned, well-acclaimed, universally acclaimed contemporary romance writer, I'm like, do you not know how to write deep characters? I'm so confused. No offense, like, I'm not even trying to be rude. I'm just like, what is happening right now? I did enjoy the entire bookstore aspect of it all, and there were some good one-liners in the book and, you know, entertaining moments, but all around it just did not hit. It felt like she was trying to do something different, and I was feeling that in the beginning, but then halfway in it just fell flat completely. Also, what do you mean you moan every single time you eat? Like, if somebody in my close proximity did that, I would actually slap you every time you did that. Like, what do you mean every time you put food into your mouth, you're like, I'm going to throw up on you and then I'm going to kill myself? Like, what are you talking about? So that being said, I ended up giving this book a 3.5 because I just couldn't. Final book, people we meet on vacation. What even was this book? First of all, there were so many tropes. There was the miscommunication trope, which I hate. There was the friend to lovers trope, which I don't hate, but it's not my favorite thing in the world. And then there was like the whole vacation whatever trope. She tried to like flip cliches by making the guy the, you know, book reader, quiet one, and making the girl the outgoing one. And it just feels like every single time she has a specific format and way of writing, and it's just almost like the same book every time, over and over and over again. Like, it confuses me how much people love Emily Henry, because it's not that good. And I'm truly not trying to be rude, I'm just being real, I guess. Like, her writing is not that good. Like, she doesn't know how to conjure up actual stories. She has a specific format that she follows, and I do not like that format. I think this was the worst book that we read in this video. Like, I did not have any bit of a connection to this book. When I woke up this morning, I was just listening to the audiobook on like 2.5 speed, just so I could get through with it. I don't understand why she kept, you know, downgrading his ex for no reason. Like, she seemed nice, she didn't do anything to her, she just kept talking badly about her. And then he dated the ex when he was still having feelings for Poppy. Like, I just did not vibe with it. And also the amount of times Emily Henry reiterated that she is short and he is tall. Like, we get it. The first time you said it was enough. Oh my god, you're so tall and I'm so short. Oh my god, you're so short, baby. I just want to, you're so tiny. Oh my god, you're so tall. I'm going to throw myself off that bridge. Like, enough. Yeah, I did not enjoy that book. I gave it 3.25 stars, and it's just so funny how we progressively kept going low over the course of this video. It's really crazy. Emily Henry, you disappointed me. You don't know me, you're probably not going to see this. I don't even know how many people are going to watch this video, but yeah, I guess Emily Henry is not in fact going to be one of my favorite authors like I wanted and expected. But yeah, let me know if you enjoyed any of these books, like genuinely, and let me know, you know, if Emily Henry is one of your favorite writers, what makes her one of your favorite writers. Like, maybe I'm missing something, you know. I don't mean to yuck anybody's yum, and I don't mean to be mean or rude. I just give my very honest opinions. So yeah, I will not be reading any more Emily Henry books. I honestly don't think I'm going to pick up another romance book for a very long time. I think I'm going to stick to my fantasy space for the time being, because I feel like these books are just almost getting me into a rut and a slump, and I am not ready to get into a slump. But I really had to finish the books, and thank God that I did. But that's enough for me. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. If you stuck all the way to the end, it means so much to me. This video is going to be not that long, but pretty long. So if you watched it to this point, thank you. I am also a singer-songwriter, and I do want to start personal music of my own, but I need to build a little bit of a platform so I don't just throw music out into the void that nobody will listen to. So if you would like to support me by liking this video, commenting, subscribing, and also following me on Instagram, that would be greatly appreciated. Make sure you leave your comments down below. Let me know your thoughts, opinions, what you agreed with me on, what you disagreed with me on. I love reading and replying comments. But for now, I will see you in the next video. Bye.